Hello everyone. Today you are going to listen about the topic self exploration. First of all, we should know what is self exploration. It is an investigation of ourself. It is also a kind of discovery of our self. So what I do is right or not. In this context, we will discuss that is the dialogue within, the content for self exploration and the process. The first content is the dialogue within. So self exploration starts with the dialogue within ourselves. What I really want and what I am doing today. It's like what's my wish and what I am doing actually. Or what I do actually, meaning what I am doing today, something which I really wanted or not. So many times we say that I really didn't mean that. I didn't want to hurt you, but I hurt you. Meaning is that so hurting others is not naturally acceptable to me. It's not intentional, but I am doing it because I think by hurting others I will get happiness. So before doing anything, we need to have a dialogue within ourself whether this is naturally acceptable to me or not. Trust or mistrust, which is naturally acceptable to you or to me? Trust is more naturally acceptable to me than mistrust. The same way, love is more naturally acceptable to me than hatred. Respect is more naturally acceptable to me than disrespect. So, when we do this, it will help to self evolution, which leads to indirectly to harmony and happiness. Suppose you do which is not naturally acceptable, like disrespect, which is not naturally acceptable. So you behave when you are in interaction with others, you mistrust others, so it leads to unhappiness. So, thus, we need to distinguish or know the difference between acceptance and natural acceptance. See, acceptance without asking any question or without realizing, without intention, just blindly following what others are saying. Most of the time, they are forced from outside. And this kind of acceptance change with the time and place, and we follow without verifying whether they are true or not, whether you like it or not, whether they lead to happiness or unhappiness. But natural acceptance is innate. That means your intention, you like to do it. It is universal because you like to be loved in the same way others also like to be loved and cared. So natural acceptance is universal. What you like others also like. It's not changing with the time and place. Everyone wants to live in peace, and it's not forced or influenced. If we follow that, we can live in harmony and happiness. Now, the content of self exploration, which should be naturally acceptable. So, what is naturally acceptable? So, whatever we do, if it leads to continuous happiness, then it's naturally acceptable to us. And whatever we do for our body, if it leads to healthy life, then it is naturally acceptable. We can do it. See, doing yoga, some breathing exercise, is it naturally acceptable or not? So if you do that, we can live longer. So which will helps to have a healthy life. So we can accept that. Prosperous family life is also important for us. So whatever we do for the family, if it leads to prosperity in the family, then we should do that. The same way, whatever we want to do the society, if it leads to peace and justice, we can do that. In the same way, whatever we do to the nature, it helps to have coexistence, then we should do. Like nourishing the nature, protecting the nature, saving the nature, they are acceptable. So if you do that, we can live with nature peacefully. This is the picture, provides a clarity about the self exploration. So, whatever is said to us is proposal. Whatever I say, whatever others say, whatever we get to know, all the knowledge, information, all these are deemed to be proposals. That is, may be true or may not be true. may lead to happiness or may not lead to happiness. So it is our responsibility to verify. So that is the first step. Verify on the basis of our natural acceptance, whether I like to do or not, whether it is good for me and good for the society or good for the nature. Then you go for the second step, that is experiential validation, that is to live with it in the society. So behavior with the other human beings. So when you like it, when you feel happy, so you make it sure you show to others. Suppose you respect, you need respect, so others also need respect. You show respect towards others, you feel happy, the other person also feels happy, so there is mutual happiness. The same way, nourishment to the nature, right utilization of the nature. When you do right utilization of the nature, we don't exploit the nature. So we are living with the rest of the nature, and everyone gets their share, his or her share. So in this way, you create mutual prosperity with all the physical facility we get from the nature. So this is the just process of self exploration we need to do before accepting any proposals from others, any idea or any information from others. And if you do that, we will lead a happy life and healthy life. Thank you for listening.